Hey everyone, Mr. Sujano here. In this video, we're talking about RPCS3, PCSX2, PlayStation 2 emulation on Android with Play, and also LaunchBox. Let's get started. Alright, we'll kick things off here talking about PS2 emulation on Mac. Yes, I am surprised I'm saying that. PCSX2 on Mac isn't necessarily the best experience. And it's not because Mac is forgotten about or put on the back burner. It's because Mac is, I don't want to say notoriously difficult to deal with, but it's not the best system to deal with. So if we head on over to the official PCSX2 GitHub, which I will leave a link to in the description below, we can see this pull request number 5577 that says add metal renderer. This is thanks to Crinkle. At this point in time, I have no idea when this will actually be moved to the official version, but if we take a look at the description of changes here, it adds the metal renderer, specifically for Mac. The rationale behind the changes, it's for better Mac support, hence the metal renderer. So if you are using a Mac and trying to emulate PS2 and you haven't already checked out the fork of PCSX2 from Crinkle, I'll leave a link to this GitHub in the description below. At the time of filming here, the latest version is 1.7, and it was just updated about 4 hours ago. Next up, we're moving on to PlayStation 2 emulation on Android with Play. Now, Play is coming along nicely. It's not at the level of something like Aether SX2, but at the same time here, this one is a little bit different. For example, you don't need your own BIOS file for Play. On top of that, Play is multi-system. It's not just on Android, it's also on Windows, Mac, Linux, and iOS. And interestingly enough, Play is also available in your browser, which I may or may not have done a video on already. Play is kind of available everywhere. Anyways, Play keeps getting better and better and better. I would argue that development is pretty steady for this emulator. If you wanted to check out game compatibility, I will leave a link to this GitHub page in the description below, and I highly recommend checking it out. Once you're here, you can click on label and select a label you're looking for and then search for your game. At this point in time, we have 423 games listed as playable, and this list keeps growing. So huge shoutouts to Play for continuing to get better here. If you haven't checked out Play, I do recommend giving it a try. I mean, it's 100% free. Next up, we're talking about PlayStation 3 emulation on PC with RPCS3, and it just got updated. If you head on over to the RPCS3 download page, we can see we're on build 0.021, up from build 0.020. Once I have more detailed information, I will be sure to update you. But in the meantime here, if you want to take a look at the information yourself and compare the two changes in GitHub, you absolutely can. I'll leave a link to this in the description below. On a quick side note here, if you're one of the very few people who got a Steam Deck early or possibly at launch and you're not happy with the performance of RPCS3, just remember that the RPCS3 team did not get an early copy of the Steam Deck. So any changes, any optimizations will happen, but just might be a little bit behind. Last up here, we're talking about LaunchBox. LaunchBox 12.8 has just released, so make sure you update it if you're using it. First up regarding LaunchBox, if you like to use it for MAME, you're gonna really like this update. We've went over a few updates for LaunchBox in the past very recently, and a lot of them had MAME stuff in it, and this update delivers as well. They say here many options have been added, including the ability to skip games requiring CHD files or specific controller types like wheels or spinners, prioritization options for 2 or 4 player variants, and filters to remove games that require too many buttons for your cab. The LaunchBox team states that the main goal for all of these new features is to allow you to easily adapt MAME arcade games to your cabinet, and I would say that these updates really deliver on that front. The other huge update is to the look and feel of LaunchBox with a couple of new themes, and these themes look amazing. If you like the way Steam looks, well, you're gonna like these themes. If you don't like the way Steam looks, well, then you're probably not going to like these themes. Here's what the first theme looks like. It's called Steamy, and I would say, yes, this looks a lot like Steam. And the second one here also looks a lot like Steam, and this one is called Big Details. But anyways, that is all I've got for you in this one. Straight to the point, all stuff and no fluff. Let me know your thoughts about pretty much anything we talked about today in the comments below, whether it was PCSX2, Play, RPCS3, or LaunchBox. And I don't think I missed anything. I think that was everything. Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't like this video, leave a like. Hit that subscribe button, check out my other videos. Don't tempt fate, save your state.